Carly, and this is Super Junior. You can't see her, but my cat Grace is over here being incredibly cute, rolling on her back. It's adorable. Love you too. Yeah. All right. This one is the. I actually had a tie for in the voting for which one to react to next. Cute. More Days with You was what was it? Well, first off, I will give a shout out. Do not grab my headphones, you little shiza. Um, distracted. Ashley Park, thank you for being one of the individuals who recommended this one, and I am told to look out for the harmonies. That was definitely one of the highlights in here. And I'm trying to take a look at real quick here on what was the other one that this was tied with. Evanescence. So, I've had a lot of recommendations to do live for this one, and I consider doing a twofer, doing a This Is Love. But the thing with me doing that is, it makes it a really long reaction because I take my time with these reactions, and with that also doubles the chance that it'll get blocked because I never know which live performance is gonna get blocked or not. Some of the venues have a very strict rules on which live performances they allow to be broadcast and which they don't. So I may or may not. I don't know. I do live reactions. I just hate doing two at a. I don't hate doing two at a time. I'm not that into doing two at a time because, like I said, I do take my time on these. More Days with You, though. That is what we are doing right now. Composed by Young Chance and Verodi. All right. Melodies. I really like Super Junior's melodies. They do a good job with them, so I'm quite interested on hearing this one. There are no captions on this. Well, there are captions, but they're auto-generated. So I am going to go to a lyrics video after this and see what they're singing about. I'm guessing it's a romantically based song. More Days with You. Wanting More Days with You is what I'm guessing. Good kitty. Good kitty. Definitely musical arrangement is a slow ballad type. So quiet, I'm gonna turn it up. Oops, didn't mean to.
수많은 계절을 지나쳐온 사이 서로의 눈빛은 더 깊어졌지만 익숙함이란 감정에 한 뼘 다가가 더 물끄러미 바라보며 그 속엔 언제나 You, only you 왔던 길보다 걸어갈 길이 훨씬 많잖아 Singing like you
Yeah, very nice. Okay, yeah, I can see why. It's the like it sounded good before, sure, when they were like singing together the same lyric, but when they start kind of overlapping one another, doing the ad libs and doing the and singing the lyrics in these different registers, they're kind of all it's some different notes. It's like, okay, yeah, that sounds beautiful. Yeah, you can hear a couple of different accompaniments on with different notes or whatever.
섞여 있겠지만 한 발 멀리서 한눈에 난 담아보면 전부 한 폭의 그림이 돼그 속엔 언제나 you only you 왔던 길보다 걸어갈 길이 훨씬 많잖아 Singing like you 정말 그대로 너를 불러 또 한 번 I do to you
Very nice.
내 맘은 변함없이 늘 그때와 같아 이 길 끝에서 대답해줘 더 가볼까 너와 같이 눈앞에 펼친 축복 속을 향해 걸어 문을 나설 때 서로의 곁에 지금처럼만 너와 난 나란히 Singing like you Singing
Yeah,
like you
I can see why you said this is a good one for the harmonies. Well,
없이 느릿음만 가득히 너의 You only you 왔던 길보다 걸어갈 길이 훨씬 많잖아 걸어갈 길이 훨씬 많잖아 정말 그대로 너를 불러 But I do to you
nice.
내 맘은 변함없이 늘 그때와 같아 이 길 끝에서 대답해줘 더 가볼까 Tell me to you
Yeah, very like I said, I can see why y'all wanted this one for the melodies. That was my cat disappeared. Oh no, she's sitting on my bookshelf. I can see why that was the harmonies were wonderful in there. Not gonna lie, the song like it's harder for me to put a finger on why I like or dislike or am neutral on slower songs. I really don't know why. This one wasn't particularly my flavor as far as like slower songs go. You know, I wouldn't necessarily playlist it, but I'd playlist that chorus. That's when they all start singing together, putting together the ad libs, and just they sounded really good together in unison like that. You want to come say hi? You're just gonna sit on the bookshelf like that? Okay, that's cool. More Days with You. Captions. Let's, I didn't catch much of any, if any, English in this one. So, not entirely sure. But I still am going to guess that it's, that would be, I just want to get captions on. This is a lyrics video. Weird. I'm gonna guess it is the relationship thing that I want more days with you. I don't know if that's coming from the aspect of not being able to have more days or just wanting more days. There she is. And yes, I do need to replace the twine, whatever that stuff is, because she has clawed the heck out of it. As we take one step after another, it won't be a white carpet, but just walk with me, girl. We'll walk on a better path than others. Interesting. So yeah, it's well, it's not a red carpet, but a white carpet. You know, as you walk, I don't know if that's like a symbolic way of saying, be no longer pure and innocent, you know, which is kind of is just how life is. You know, you age and you get experiences and you're not pure and innocent anymore. You know, there's a lot that comes with living. Or it could just be, hey, like, this is going to get a little bit messy. Stuff gets a little bit messy. The carpet's not going to be white anymore. Who has white carpets in their house? Seriously. I barely own any white clothing. So yeah, but that's very relatable. That's a very relatable lyric. Whereas, like, hey, as we keep going, one step after another, white carpet's not going to be there anymore. But hey, just walk with me. Let's just do this. I'm gonna go say hi to her because I like her. Hang on. Hi, how are you? Good girl? Yeah. Okay. As we passed by many seasons, our gazes became deeper. So as time flowed, as time went by, we got deeper in love. I will take that.
다 깊어졌지만 익숙함이란 감정이 한 뼘
But when we step an inch closer to the feeling called familiarity and look at it carefully,
더 물끄러미 바라보며 그 속에
in it, there's always you, only you. We have more paths to go to than the paths we've walked on till now. Sing it like you. And I like that too. I like the lyrics in this song so far. It's like the familiarity. You know, familiarity can be bad if you let it, but familiarity can also be fantastic. You know, I've been married for 14 years, and there is a familiarity in the day-to-day life with my husband that's just nice. I mean, you don't want every day to be an adventure. I know there's this thrill scene, hey, every day is an adventure. It's like, no, I kind of want to just like chill, you know, and so that's nice. So in the familiarity, there's always you, only you. And I like the part that says we have more paths to go to than the paths we've walked on till now, which is, I mean, even because relating it back to the familiarity, it's like, hey, we may be walking down a path where we are becoming familiar with one another. Familiarity is setting in, but like we have so many more paths to go down yet. You know, it's not like this is it. Like this is. And again, after 14 years of marriage, it's like there's that familiarity, but there's also so many things that we haven't done together, that we haven't been through together, that we have yet to travel down. So, yeah. I call you again like how I felt in the beginning, right? Sorry, I'll tell you again like how I felt in the beginning. Again, I do. Do you? Tell me, do you? My feelings are always the same as back then. Please answer me. At the end of this road, shall we go further? So yeah, saying that, hey, after all of this time, I still feel the same way. And, you know, again, being married for 14 years, do I still feel the same way about my husband as I do now? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I mean, if your relationship with someone doesn't metamorphosize after 14 years, I think there is kind of something wrong. Like, if you're exactly the same after 14 years as you were, like, then there's, like, actually a little bit something wrong with that. So, yeah, the things in our relationship have changed, absolutely, but other things have remained the same. You know, so in that way, yeah, I do get that. I feel the same way as I did back then. Would I marry him again? Absolutely. So, yeah, please answer me, at the end of this road, shall we go further? And that's along the lines of, like, we have a bunch of different paths we can still take together. Like, there's this path that we're on, and we're going to reach the end of this path. That doesn't mean it's the end. You know, do you want to take the next path with me? I like it. Even one step in front makes me nervous, but I picture us stepping out of that door. I'm guessing out of that door, being out of a safe place, makes me nervous, but I want to go somewhere. I want to go somewhere else. When taking a step is difficult, look back at us who have come this far. Oh, that starts to take a different spin on it. That's takes it beyond a romantic relationship and almost turns it into a fandom song in some way, because it's almost like it's talking to the fans. Hey, when you are when taking a step is difficult for you, look back at us who have come this far. And I'm guessing it's not meaning it's that kind of language isn't meant to say that you are ahead of us and we are following you type, as much as like look back at what we have done, like look back at our past, and because we have come this far, and look where we came from, look back. So yeah, and that way it could have two different meanings. They could be a romantic as well as, kind of a more of a fandom type of thing. You can have more than one meaning to a song. In between thick and dazzling happiness, some sadness may be mixed in, absolutely. But when you take a step back and capture it at once, it all becomes a piece of painting. I like that. That's a very nice lyric. When you get so close to something, you can really pick things apart. Thick and dazzling happiness, some sadness, and if you really focus on those things, it's different. Psychologists have said that when you ask parents, for instance, looking back on raising their kids after the fact, like after the kids have left the house, they have this beautiful painting of their life, and of course there are bad times and everything, but when they evaluate when they take surveys of people who have passed a situation and have come out the other side, raising kids, going through some sort of job, whatever is happening. I'll just keep using the kids part. The people will say, after having raised the kids and the kids are gone, they'll say, oh, man, it was awesome, love my kids, love raising the kids, it was fantastic, would never change anything, loved it. When you survey parents who are actively raising their children, their happiness levels are much lower than the happiness levels of people who have raised their children and kind of the kids have moved on. But this is part of it, where it's like, when you narrow in on, like, you're a parent who just could not get their kid asleep, and you have a restless night. You didn't sleep. You were not able to sleep. It's like looking at that one painting, that one little piece of painting, and you're miserable on that day. On that day, you are miserable. Same thing with the great stuff. You take your kids to the zoo, everybody's happy for once, everybody's behaving themselves, you have a great day. And when you're kind of on the outside of it, once you've passed through everything, you're able to look back better and say, oh yeah, that was good, that was nice, that was good. You kind of forget more about, you forget about the sleepless nights a little bit more, and you remember the zoo trips. So yeah, when you take a step back and then capture it at once, it all becomes the piece of a painting. Mm-hmm. In it, there's always you, only you. We have more paths to go to than the path we've walked on till now. Sing it like you. I walk with you towards the long unfolded blessing in front of us. When we step out of the door, we should be next to each other like now. Without any tears, always full of smiles, forever like this. Yeah, this chorus is pretty high up there. Love it. Yeah, pretty darn nice. Like I said, I don't know that I would playlist this one because it isn't necessarily like throughout my style of slower song. The chorus definitely was. Loved the chorus. And it was a pretty decent musical arrangement that went along with it. I didn't really comment on that, but the musical arrangement was pretty decent as well. Yeah. Vote in the comments for what to do next. If it stays as is, Evanescence is next. But if y'all upvote some other stuff, we'll see. We'll see. The others are not that far behind. Quite a few others are not that far behind. In the meantime, you all have yourselves a wonderful day.